Welcome back to another episode of Detroit 360, your personal guide to all things Detroit. I'm your host, Sheila Grant. All around the city, on corners just like this, are where some people call home. There are many stereotypes about these people and about how they got to where they are. For some, it's temporary, and they're actively working to change their circumstances. Hopefully, this next piece will help to soften those stereotypes and encourage you to check on loved ones who may have fallen on hard times.
If it wasn't for the people that stop and give food out, these people won't even have nothing to eat. Come on now, being homeless, this is not fair. It's like you get left out.
First off, I lost my job, lost my house, slept in my car for a couple of months until it got cold. So I ended up here at the NSO. It was a horrible environment that I've never lived in before. At 6 o'clock, you had to sign in to get a chair to sleep in. And it usually be a line of folks out here ready to come in. So what went on out here on this sidewalk before they open the doors, before you can go in, is when you seen mostly drug addicts, homeless, alcoholics, mental, just everything before you walk in here. You stand in a line to get in at certain hours.
Good to see you, good to see you. Hey guys, how's everyone?
Everything that we owned was on our shoulders. Folks were standing over here getting high. It was just like 3 or 4 lines. This whole little area was packed with homeless folks. Then we came in, they had to buzz us in. Then you get searched, and they check your bags. This section over here is the men's section. We had snacks over there if we were hungry during certain hours. All of these are permanent residents. This is where I slept at, in a chair. That was the worst experience in my life. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. You don't get a bed. That's what you sleep in, all day, all night. It was horrible.
We've been here since 1975, assisting those in need and those especially experiencing chronic homelessness. And so what you have here is the parking lot of the Tamani Center, and the people that here who are experiencing homelessness come to us without, and we make sure that they have what they need to end their homelessness.
Pam was one of our first residents at the Charlotte Apartments. So Central City Integrated Health builds apartment buildings. We build them, we make them affordable, and we also target a segment of the population that needs those extra support.
I've never used drugs. My downfall was mental illness. First, I was security officer at Motor City Casino. I was hospitalized for major depression. While I was out on a medical leave, got terminated. And when I returned home from the hospital, everything I owned was in the street. So, like I said, I didn't have anything. I didn't want to tell my family, I didn't want to tell my friends because I didn't want to be judged. After receiving my treatment at Team Wellness referred me to CCIH. And the staff there, looked at me and was like, "Oh, you're homeless?" I'm like, "Yes." So one of the gentlemen there in the housing department, he was like, "I have a building that'll be opening up pretty soon. It's called Charlotte. Are you interested in it?" Which I'm homeless. I'm like, "Yes." So I filled out the application, went through the Section 8 class at CCIH, was on the waiting list for there. So I got a call stating that they accepted my application for here at Charlotte. I was like, oh my God, I was like, I'm moving in on my birthday, December 18th, at least I can have Christmas. I don't have to sleep on the church bench or anywhere at Christmas or just sitting around family members. December came along, my birthday came along. So I was like, oh, we still gotta wait. So March the 8th, got a phone call from the manager, property manager, said, Pam, today is Friday. Do you still have your rent money and your deposit? I was like, yes. She was like, well, come down here, meet me at the apartment building at 9 o'clock and get your keys. I was like, I can move in on a Friday? She was like, yes. So got here, signed my lease, and got my keys. And that was March the 8th. And I want to thank CCIH for giving me the opportunity to become, I want to say, to bring out what I already have in me. And I want to say, Mr. Curtis Smith, he has really impacted my life.
Pam was one of our residents who said she was ready to give back. And so one of the ways that we work with Pam was to introduce her to our mentor program, Certified Peer Specialist program, in which she received her state certification and has evolved and now is an employee at CCIH. So we're delighted to have Pam working for our agency, and we just know that she's going to make a valuable contribution to the community.
I'm blessed. And another thing I want to add is that I was the first one to get my keys here at Charlotte, the first apartment, and it was 10 of us that had our rent money and our security deposit. And we slept on the floor for a whole weekend. And CCIH had a funding, and they funded us with beds and dinette sets to help us.
We work with our development department to bring in extra resources to the project so that we can provide upgraded fixtures. So in our properties, you know, just because it's affordable housing, we try and make it look very nice. So we have stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, nice tiling floor. And we believe that, you know, everyone deserves a very, very nice apartment. And then, of course, we also have a preference for veterans who are homeless and going through tough times. And so, you know, that is the kind of the philosophy that we use at Central City Integrated Health.
It's a blessing to all 27 of us here, because everybody has their own story to where we were all homeless. Just to walk in your own place again without somebody telling you what time to eat, what time to come in. Oh my God, it's just, I don't even know what to say but blessed. You know, living in Midtown, and as far as our new project at St. Rita's, it's right on the bus line. You can take the Q line or the bus line. The Woodward bus will take you anywhere. We're right here at Caesar Arena. I mean, it's just so many jobs that's opening up down here.
Welcome to Little Caesars Arena!
Don't take life for granted, and listen to friends and family members. Know the signs, because I tried to commit suicide 3 times. And I know that my God has a bigger and better plan for me, and he's showing out.
I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King.
This city, as we all know, is coming back, but the comeback isn't going to mean very much if that recovery doesn't include everybody. Everything about Detroit's turnover starts with a job.
Opportunities in Detroit are colossal. I see a lot of partnerships and a lot of people wanting to give us opportunities.
They weren't afraid to give a person a chance. It's like a second chance in life.
I don't have to go across 10 miles and 13 miles to get a job.
We have a lot of open land, and to put it in use as opposed to have it in a place where there's dumping or, negative activities. We're actually having something that's positive for the neighborhood, part of the comeback of the city of Detroit.
There's a few ways to look at things. You can either complain about it or do something about it.
To be able to say to my children or my grandchildren or my nieces and my nephews that Auntie Sonia had a part in helping clean up the city, that makes me feel really good.
The city is changing, I've seen it when it was good, I've seen it when it went bad, and it's starting to get good again. There's a big difference. Everybody care about their property, and everybody care about each other.
I like to see the community together. And by destroying these bad houses and stuff, I just feel like we all got united and stuff all together. That's what I love to see.
You don't get this every day. Like, this is something very, 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 very awesome.
A lot of times it's been a disadvantage to be a Detroiter. For once, it's really an advantage to be a Detroiter. I'm helping rebuild the city that I love and taking part in bringing back the city.
This is the city that we live in, and this is the city that we've been waiting on to come back, and now it's on the rise.
As we bring back the neighborhoods, it's going to be growth everywhere. We bring back the families. We want to see the family communities come back. And as we see families come back, see more growth, see more schools, see a change, a big change.
Hi, I'm Shy Walker.
I'm Marilyn Walker.
Welcome to Pinkie Sugar Shack.
Welcome. Pinkie, I was given the name in the hospital. The nurses gave me that name and it stuck. Well, if you don't know me by Marilyn, then you know me by Pinkie. And if you know me by Pinkie, then you really know me. Baking has been an ongoing thing my whole entire life. I have aunts, my mom, everybody bakes.
I started out probably as the #2 tester under my brother, who's the #1 tester. So every holiday, mom baking and us just like the kitchen just smelled of gloriousness. So waking up and mom's like, okay, so I'm making pound cakes, and she would line us up and we got to taste and tell her which one we liked the best.
Well, before I opened Pinkie Sugar Shack, I was employed with the state of Michigan Child Protective Services. I did a lot their per diems, and I retired in 2011, and that's when I opened the bakery. I've been at this location for 6 years. I was baking at my home. It was a love thing. I just did it because people wanted it, not because I wanted to sell it or anything, and they would just kept coming back for more.
I love being here with my mom. I actually just recently moved back from DC to come and help the family business, so this is everything that I wanted.
You can reach Pinkie Sugar Shack at area code 313-837-2253, or you can reach us on our website, pinkiesugarshack.com. We're on Facebook, Pinkie Sugar Shack.
Make sure you check us out on discoverd1.com.
Pinkie Sugar Shack. You name it, we bake it.
I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Stay tuned to this next clip.
Most of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and for helping to support Wingsing. How's the wings? So how's the wings, you all? So you all are here today. I need you to tell someone else that Wingsing is here and Wingsing is open for business and that the food is good. Because we have to learn how to support right here, right now. And so I have a Spirit of Detroit award that I would like to present. And you know, they have this big statue downtown and they call it the Spirit of Detroit. But the Spirit of Detroit is what you actually carry around and what you're actually doing. And so you have the Spirit of Detroit and you are feeding people. And it's good food. Everybody don't feed people good food. Sometimes you go buy food and you say, ugh. But everybody in here has brought this food and they are smiling. And that means it's good. When you see a smile on somebody's face after they finish eating, guess what that means? That food was good. And so I'm going to present this Spirit of Detroit Award, and it says the Spirit of Detroit Award is presented herewith as an expression of the gratitude and esteem of the citizens of Detroit to Wing Zing grand opening. Congratulations. In recognition of exceptional achievement, outstanding leadership, and dedication to improving the quality of life by the City Council of Detroit, Michigan, Council President Brenda Jones and the Detroit City Council recognizes and appreciates Wing Zing for launching a new business in our community. Your outstanding achievements and dedication reflects the spirit of love and the desire to work together for good. We wish you much success in the future, and it is signed by all 9 council members from Detroit City Council. And we wish you much success, and we will continue to support you in the community. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for supporting the community. And again, we will do just that, support you as well.
I want to thank Brenda for not just being a city council person, but representing the people of Detroit, the people in the neighborhoods, the hardworking people. She is our special interest, and I really appreciate that, Brenda. And I just want to let everybody know that I love not just downtown Detroit, but I love all of Detroit. So this is our first time doing business away from downtown, and I love it here. I love this community. I'm driving around the neighborhoods. I can't believe how beautiful it is. The people I've met are really fantastic. So we hope we're here for a long time, and we're happy to be here. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you. And again, you know, we talk about businesses in the city of Detroit and what the unemployment rate is, and you see, he has people back there, people out here working, and that's a good thing, because that makes the unemployment rate go down just a little. So again, thank you for your support to the city of Detroit. Take off my Spirit of Detroit pin and put it on the Wing Zing shirt. Now, here's the true Spirit of Detroit. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And I hope to see you again in the future. Thank you very much.
We'll see you.
I think that's great. It brings opportunity to the neighborhood. A lot of new businesses need to come back to the city of Detroit because we need jobs.
Come to Detroit. This is the place to be. We have the best workers. We have the best locations. And you will make gobs of money in Detroit.
All it does is another piece of the puzzle to make the complete picture of what we need to be.
Imagine you're sitting in your car and driving along and just feeling frustrated with the day, with traffic, and then you look up and see someone holding a poster with words of encouragement. Wouldn't that brighten your day? Oftentimes, that's all it takes. It's just a gesture of kindness from a stranger to really turn your day around and put a smile on your face. That's the goal of the young man featured in this next piece.
Lord, thank you, Lord. Sometimes I know that I have to be the light in the darkness. Detroit was a city that produced a lot of people that knew how to make it happen. You know, they say we're the city of hustlers and bustlers, and which is true. You know, you could drop, me off or any other Detroiter off somewhere. No, we're gonna make it happen. It's just something so unique about, the mindset of a Detroiter. I had prayed for my purpose. And when God delivered my purpose to me, He told me it was to lead, motivate, and inspire. I said, how? He said, I see greatness in you. I said, who? He said, the masses. I said, all right, so I decided to lead right then and there. I needed to make a change in my life at that point in time. So when God delivered my purpose to me, I was able to go. And He said, and really all doors were opened up for me after that. I knew I had to, spread this message all over the world. I started texting 5 people that message. And the response that I received, you know, from that was wow, they feel inspired. You know, I would do motivational text messages, and then it just grew, and then it just grew. And people would ask me to come in and do television shows and things like that. And so it's so weird. It's like I've done multiple different shows, interviews on just I see greatness in you. You know, I'm the guy that walks around with I see greatness in you sign and point at people. I'm sure it's a percentage of people think I might be crazy. The most successful people in this world are kind of crazy.
We see greatness in you.
Yeah. We don't want to be good, we want to be great all the time. Yes, sir.
People might be having a bad day or whatever. You ride by and you really don't notice him until he gets to pointing at you, you know? And when he pointed, I was like, that's just for me. I think it's inspirational.
You know, it was great growing up. I had a lot of positive, you know, role models. I had a lot of positive coaches. You know, a lot of positive people around me. You know, I have a strong family. You know, so we were the domino that stood up. You know, so all right, well, everybody's gonna get a job. Oh, you're gonna go to college? Yep, you're gonna go to college. You're gonna get a job. I played basketball in college too, until I was able to, you know, identify what my purpose, what I was here for. I wanted to be a basketball player, and I reached the ranks. You know, I worked out with the Detroit Pistons for 2 seasons, played semi-pro, and so that goal was achieved. That wasn't the industry for me. We know that we're here for something, but we don't know exactly what it is. And so when I chose to live out the hand of God, you know, it was, you know, he said everything will be provided for you. It doesn't matter where you came from. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? You just keep moving forward and serve your purpose. I'm going to give you what you need.
It's really almost like he's, you know, doing a work of God because he's inspiring people.
And sometimes it's all it takes is somebody just to see a message and just felt that they're loved, or that somebody believes in them, that they're encouraged somehow, some type of way. Vision is you know, to spread the message. You know, I don't do that for funding, I don't do that for anything. I just do that just to spread a positive message. I want everyone in the world to know that they have the ability to do something great.
Dear God, can we talk for a minute? I know I don't pray as much as I should, but I've got something on my mind. See, my dad goes to work every day to help other people. He risks his own life to save the lives of others. And I think he likes doing it, but last night I saw him crying. He didn't know I was watching, but I saw him. Maybe he saw something bad. I don't like seeing my dad sad, but I know you made him a firefighter for a reason. I'm guessing it's to help people when you're busy with other things. So, I just wanted to thank you for giving me such a cool dad. I know some people call him a hero, but to me, that's just plain weird. Oh, P.S. I think I know why my dad cries. Maybe he cries sometimes so more people can smile. Anyways, thanks for listening, God. Amen.
There's nothing worse than wasting time. Well, maybe waiting in lines. But now I can pay my water bill from my phone, tablet, or laptop. All it takes is a quick click and bam, I can check, manage, and pay my water bill from anywhere. That means more time with the family at Rouge Park, more time for myself on the Riverwalk, or just at home on Outer Drive. I can pay my water bill anywhere. It's that easy. So skip the line and pay your bill online. Visit www.detroitmi.gov/paymywaterbill to register today.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Lynn, and I am Detroit. In the 9th and 10th grade, I attended Renaissance High School. In 11th and 12th, I attended Communication and Media Arts. You know, I wasn't really focused until I came in the 11th grade due to, like I said, personal problems, just problems at home. I found out about the Detroit Promise program through CMA. So they started talking about you can get free schooling, and I was unaware of that before that, so I started looking into that. I felt like it was a good program that I could utilize because, I mean, it's free school, so why not just take that risk and take that chance of doing that? Because I know it's people that, you know, are in universities and it costs like $40,000, $50,000, and they're not even sure if they want to go to class or not. So to have classes for free, I mean, you know, that's a no-brainer for me because I actually enjoy school. In my opinion, I feel like scholarships are so important because I would have had to come out of pocket also. Like I said, when I saw the $2,500, you know, I was taken aback because I didn't understand how much costing really was for college, even a community college. So, I mean, just getting out there and going on scholarships.com, and I just recently turned in like 15 to 18 scholarships just being on campus and looking at the scholarships online. I mean, it's readily available. It's just about how much you want it. I just know there's so many opportunities out here that there's no point in wasting time because, you know, I've seen a lot of people, you know, regret that they didn't go to college or regret that they didn't do this and that. You know, we'll fire that late because I don't want to have any regrets. It's just not about to be like an overnight change, you know. You have to actually put your mind to it and set goals for yourself. That's what helps me. That's what helps motivate me, you know. Even if I do fall off, I still know that I have to succeed. I have to make it, you know.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Merritt, and I'm one of the partners.
David Merritt, also part owner of Narrowway Cafe.
I'm Sabrina Swain, and I am part owner as well as general manager.
So the Narrowway Cafe is all about creating a stress-free environment for our community. It was birthed out of the Straight Gate International Church, where my dad is founder and bishop. Last year sometime, we turned our church bookstore into a part store cafe, which was called the Narrowway Cafe, and just had a great response from our membership. Loved our quality of product, loved the atmosphere. We're selling tons of coffee, drinks, and smoothies before and after service, and we wanted to actually extend that service and that quality to the community.
We have dessert in baked good form as well as dessert in liquid form.
Being an entrepreneur in the city of Detroit is special. So being able to offer that and give the community something that they did not have.
Our address is 19331 Livernois Ave. So if someone wants to host an event or have a group meeting or something here, they can absolutely contact us.
Drinking coffee is one of the most fellowship experiences that one could have. So 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., come check us out and come find out what the Narrowway is all about.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Detroit 360. I'm your host, Sheila Grant. Thanks so much for watching.